Why is it necessary to take a holiday? Or is it not necessary at all? How can it be financed? And how can it be financed easily? How do you make it sustainable? That it's something that you can do this year, you can do next year, you can do the year after. Yes, I know the cost of living is going up, but I'm still insisting. Let's just consider. And there are many reasons for going on holiday, as there are holiday makers. So while I'm going to give a few reasons, this is not everything, because there can be more than this. And holiday simply means you have left your normal place where you stay and you've taken time, not on duty, but just to go out and do something different. Holiday is that time you get so that you can relax. Sometimes holiday is just time to get intimate moments and build relationships with those you love and those who are close to you. Sharing your dreams once again. Holidaying is also maybe time to learn from others, because in every place that you visit, you can learn lessons. Holidaying can be a nice time to take stock. Just sitting there and looking back and saying, okay, so what did I plan to do? What did I achieve? What has happened? What has not happened? So identify a destination. And as we talk about holidaying, I want to encourage the people who've been going to Shags for holiday. I think you've been there just too many times. You leave that. Let's try something else. So identify a destination and the timing. And how do you identify the destination? There may be that place you always wanted to go, or you had your friends talking about it. Somebody's got a nice experience. So just identify the place and actually figure out, in terms of timing, how long, when? Is it December? Is it August when the children are back from home? Now, once you are able to identify the destination, the timing, that tells you where you're going, how long you'll be there, and exactly what time you'll be there. Then the next step is actually to list out the requirements. How many days are we going to be there? If it's a place that requires you to fly, it's good to identify what are the flight rules, what airlines are on that place. If it doesn't require your flights, maybe you're going to think about ground travel. How do we go there? Do we drive ourselves there? Can we hire a vehicle? Is there a company that takes people there? Or is it like SGR, we need to book the train? Is it a combination? We're going to fly this part, and this part we're going to have ground travel? While you are there, what kind of meals will be available, and what exactly do they cost? What about medication? Do you need to take any medication? Is it a place where you need to do antimalarials? If you're going to go to places where you need to pay an entry fee, what kind of entry fee will you be required to pay? So you're thinking about all the activities that you get involved, and you are writing them down. Then establish the cost of each item, and that gives you a working budget. Now, because you know when you're going, and now you have a budget, the fourth step is you purpose to raise the money by setting aside an equal amount every month, and you make it a budget item. And then the fifth step is to identify the vehicle to hold this money, because you cannot just keep it where the other money is. Does your circle have a holiday account? Because then if it does, that's where you keep it. Do you want to keep it in a bank account? If you keep it in your regular bank account, it's going to mix with the other money and you will not have it. Do you want to buy a unit trust? Maybe a money market fund? Do you want to try a lock account on your phone? Whatever the methodology, how do we do it frequently? Because once you start enjoying, you do not want to stop. So the number one thought that would help a lot to make it sustainable, plan well in advance of travel. The number two thought that will help is avoid holiday during the high season. And instead, you look for very good deals that happen all the low seasons. The third thought that you have is you can scout for the very many great destinations we have here in the country. And there are very many places. And the fourth thought that will be helpful is to have traveling buddies. This is either family or friends, people who have similar interests or similar tastes to you, and they can actually be able to travel with you. If you choose to do foreign travel, I think it is important to say, how do I get the very best when I go outside the country? Let's look at 4 things that can actually help us to get the best value when we do our foreign travel. Have the information about that destination before you get there. The number 2 thing, you can ask contacts who've been there before. What is exciting? What should I not miss out? And this is a good question. If you know somebody who's been there, if you know somebody who's been to any destination, ask them, as per you, what is that thing I should not miss? Because When people come back, they discover things they didn't know when they were going there, or sometimes they actually got to know other places while they were there that are exciting. Number 3 thing, very, very important. If you're going to be a foreign traveler, carry your adventurous spirit. Don't be prejudged on sites to visit. Don't be prejudged on the restaurants to go, or the people to meet, or the food to eat. Come with adventure. Be ready to go to places you've never been. Be ready to go and try out games you've not played. Be ready to go to restaurants and eat what you've not eaten before. Be ready to go and interact with the people, no matter what language barriers you might face. Be ready to go and meet people you've not met before. Always be aware they might believe different from you. They might do things different from you. If you follow those 5 steps, identify the destination and figure out the timing. List out all the things that you require. Establish the cost of each item. And number 4, purpose to raise the amount by setting aside an equal amount every month. And number 5, identify the vehicle where you're going to hold that money. If you follow those steps, you'll be surprised how easy it is for you. You're going to save over time. Or you can earmark an income. You can say, the bonus I'll get from my circle will actually do this for me. The bonus I'll get from these shares that I bought will do this for me. Or the rent I will collect on this or this month will do that for me. And that becomes easier for you. And I know now you will plan for your holiday with those tips. I invite you to join the Wealth Seekers Kenya. This is the page we have on Facebook, where we share a number of tips every week, and this ensures that we are succeeding as a community. My name is Wahome Ngari from the Personal Finance Academy.